Now, a well-known Pakistani journalist, Arshad Sharif, has been killed in Kenya. Police say he was shot in the capital, Nairobi. He had recently received death threats, prompting him to leave Pakistan. He was an outspoken critic of the government and the political establishment. Let's get more on this with Kamal Haider, who is outside Sharif's home in Islamabad. Tell us a bit more about this journalist and the circumstances around his death, Kamal.
Yes, Arshad Sharif was an iconic investigative journalist, a bold journalist who criticized the powerful establishment of the country and also unearthed corruption scandals of the political elite. He, of course, was under threat and therefore left the country earlier. After several journalists were arrested, there were allegations of torture under custody and the fact that even a senior senator was picked up and the same allegations continued. But his particular killing has sparked anger across Pakistan. There is grief. Hundreds of people have been gathering. And we have a senior journalist with us who has been covering international organizations and also heads the Digital Dispatch to tell us as to what is the perception surrounding the death of this iconic journalist.
Well, the information is flowing out and everybody knows who are behind it. It's an open secret in Pakistan. The people who were involved in kidnapping, torturing, sexually abusing senators, the top political leaders from the opposition parties, other senior journalists who were tortured, and they were forced to make certain confessions. I think this is a link with that episode. Arshad Sharif left Pakistan under compelling condition. He knew that he was a next target. He was about to be arrested and he could have been sexually abused. So in order to avert that kind of situation, he first left to the Dubai, and in Dubai, informally, he was told by the Dubai authorities that he must leave Dubai within the next 24 or 48 hours. If he doesn't, then they would be compelled to hand him back to the Pakistan. He left to Kenya because Kenya is perhaps only few countries where he could have got visa on arrival. And he was chased down in Kenya. And he was working on major scoops, on investigative scoops. The last thing he was working on, the narcotics connection of a regime change operation in Pakistan. You know, allegedly, there were certain intelligence agencies in Pakistan, and there were reports, credible reports. One of the senators, one of the former members, former minister of the former government, she has accused that there was head money on him, and so many other groups were after him. And I think what we have seen, heard today about his assassination, it is very much connected with what is happening in Pakistan. It's very much linked with the political movement. Arshad Sharif had taken on the powerful military establishment, something nobody talks about it. But everybody knows that they are the ones who are calling shots. Everybody knows that the Pakistan's political setup is as such that no government can be removed. They are making and breaking governments, and he was making those details public in a very systematic manner, in a fashion that was unacceptable for the military establishment. We don't know at this particular point of time who killed him, but in Pakistan, the general perception is that it is a military and military-run intelligence operation against him. We don't know what is going on, but certainly since the regime change operation in Pakistan was a big coordination between Americans, a Pakistani powerful military establishment, and the then opposition parties. And obviously, anybody who was supporting former Prime Minister Imran Khan's political agenda in Pakistan, he is a target of military establishment. And what we have seen now, this is so unfortunate. And that is very much linked with it. And very, very important point, You may hear that Arshad Sharif is involved in narcotics business or something nasty.
Okay, thank you very much.
But that would be fake narrative to just counter it.
Understood. So that was the perception and the widespread perception that is held across Pakistan, that there is definitely something behind the killing of this iconic journalist.
The growing tide of anti-Israel sentiments What you see behind me is just tip of the iceberg of what is happening in the country. More than half of $52 billion black CIA budget is spent on espionage network in Pakistan. How would you handle it?
The US has looked upon Pakistan as an ally at one point and then as an enemy at the same time.
That is going to be the first legal reason on the basis of which he is going to be instantly ousted by the Supreme Court of Pakistan.
Joining us live, Javed Rana, who's an expert on politics and geo-strategic issues.
In the world politics, which is not being driven by any moral principle, it is being driven by the hard geo-strategic realities. In a broader picture, more countries would aspire to have nuclear weapons.